We also cover our bull versus bear segment for the day. We have Coal India today. Nuvama has come out with a bearish note. They've downgraded the stock and therefore good candidate for bull versus bear. Let's get better perspective. I'm going to start off with the bull for Coal India. It accounts for 75% of India's coal production. It's a huge market share. But captive mines are what's eating into that market share, is what Nuvama seems to be suggesting as well. Growth has been sluggish FY to date, and that's what they call, or rather that's what they're saying is the key concern. Let me also take it to the second bull case here. Renewables are falling short, renewables are replacing thermal in a big fashion, but you're still short with regard to power supply in India, despite that renewables coming through. And we had a couple of people come out and say this, that could well continue to be the bull case with regard to where Coal India is concerned. But power supply has improved in FY26. We haven't seen too many shortages, at least in the current financial year, and that bodes well overall for the power supply that seems to be coming on stream. Does that therefore warrant a larger growth for Coal India? Maybe not, and that's really the bear case. Let me talk about volumes a bit. Volumes have risen from 622 MT, which is million tons in FY22, to 781 million tons in FY25. But when you're looking at it versus FY24, it's just a 1% increase in volumes that Coal India has done. Not very impressive. Their guidance was 838 million tons. They've done just 781, and we saw the stock take a bit of a knock due to that. But FY25 guidance, which was 838, therefore that's my bear case. Year-to-date sales are also trailing. We are also seeing FY year-to-date sales not looking too good. The growth number doesn't look too good. The bull case also suggests that cost control measures will likely aid profitability going forward. But the bear case, and Nuvama seems to suggest this, that sluggish output will likely curb any operational efficiency gains which will get clocked in. So that's something to bear in mind as well. Nuvama is expecting a flat line in terms of top line as well, so not too much, but the consensus is building in an 18% top line growth for FY26. We'll have to check out how that plays out. The average Bloomberg consensus estimates the target price to be 444, which is a 12% upside. But what we're seeing is that the consensus cut their target price significantly. From the highs of 550, they've trimmed it down to 444 now. So it's still a 12% upside, but it's a substantial trim down. Let me go across, take a quick view. Rajesh, what's your take with regard? Okay, Ambrish, first give us your take with regard to Coal India first. Let me take the technical, the fundamental view first.
No, in fact, I would continue to be positive on Coal India. In fact, I have a price target of closer to about 520 to 540, because end of the day, irrespective of green power, thermal power is there to stay, at least for the next couple of decades, because reliable power supply is clearly thermal. And as far as Coal India is concerned, I think efficiencies are improving. There's a clear cost control measure which is happening, which will improve profitability. So I would not be bearish, at least for a while. In fact, like I said, I'm bullish on this stock. Maybe I'll take a fresh view when it goes to the levels of about 520 or 540.
Okay, so bullish on Coal India. Stock is about 2.5% down. Rajesh, do you share that sentiment?
So Coal India was in corrective mode, and since last couple of weeks, there is a consolidation happening at the lower band of this correction. Stock is trying to recover from its oversold trajectory, but on the near-term perspective, the major supply zone is placed at around 415. Once stock manages to cross above 415, I think then we may witness a breakout of this consolidation range. And above 415, there is a possibility of continuation of this pullback towards 440, 450 zone on a short to medium term perspective. But I think looking at the near-term, short-term structure, 415 to 385 would be the range for some more couple of weeks. Either side breakout will decide the major direction for the stock from the technical perspective. So 415 needs to keep as breakout level on the, those who are already bought the stock.
Of course. Good time.